Yo, see what we're gonna do tonight. In a minute. Let's see. Dave, what's going on, man? Good to see you. Ain't been live in a while. I figured, hey, let's just go ahead and go live. Hey, what's going on, Mr. Dixon? It's good, good, quite good. Yeah, quite good. Figured we'd go live tonight. You know, we ain't done one in a minute. Back what up, yo? What's going on? Good to see you. Good to see you. Hit that like button away and yeah, we'll chop it up tonight. Always to talk about. No stuff. What up, man? What's going on, man? Fan. What's up, man? Good to see you. Somebody trying to call me. They gotta leave me a message. Can't talk right now. I'm not sure who that is. Probably some sort of spam or something. Yeah, I don't know who that is. It's weird. It's funny. I go live all the time. Still, when I go by myself, it's still weird. Message. Hey, Wayne. What up, bro? With me again. Somebody that don't know me because they would know. Don't keep calling me back to back because I'm just gonna keep hanging up the phone on you. So one of those things. Yeah, what's going on? I hope everybody had a nice, good, quiet Saturday. I did. Quiet. Did a little running around. Oh yeah, bro. Good to see you, my brother. A good Saturday. Didn't do no shopping or shooting this weekend. I might do some shooting tomorrow. Thinking about it. Might do something tomorrow. Yeah, I might do something tomorrow. I'm having fun shooting 8.6, but it's just so expensive, man. It's expensive to just be playing around with. Either way, I knew what I was getting myself into. I still need to run 308 suppressor. I haven't done that yet. Just haven't taken the time to set it up to do it. I'm doing everything through that chemo system, so I just have that time to set it up. After that, I got to set up my little 22. I set that up. That'll be fun. Waiting for the break to get here. And the surprise I bought for it too. Yeah, it sure is, Mr. Dixon. It's really difficult. Really hard to stack up on A6, boy. Now they got the one, I think it's Fort Scott. They got the TUI, they call it. It's almost upon impact or something. They got that. That seems to be about the cheapest. BTG, what up, bro? What's going on? That something on Impact stuff seems to be about the cheapest I found it. And then another company that I found up in what is that? Sydney, I think, north of me. They got a pretty good Republic ammunition. They got a pretty good price on theirs. The meat ammo is good, but it was not on sale anymore. Right. It's not cheap at all. So I think up here AIM is running like 40, 43, $46 a box. Still gonna cost you over $2 a round. Still gonna cost you over $2 a round. You just gotta like slowly but surely you can shoot it. Slowly but surely stack it up. Trying so. I'm thinking should probably make my own. I didn't look into it yet. But that's what I'm thinking. I wonder if I can make it cheaper. Like King, what's going on, brother? You in the building? Yeah, I should probably try to make my own. To get a recipe and go in the garage and mix it. Yeah, but I don't know. That's what I need. I need a. So I got some. I shaved some casings. Just need some 338 bullets. I'm pretty sure I got some powder though. Look at recipe. Need a new book. My book I have is old. Yeah, I need a new book. It might not even have A6 in it. Yeah, his collection video. Yes, I did start watching it. I saw him. I saw him there. All y'all with your fancy guns. Yeah, I know. I left that. Y'all know. Y'all the professionals on that. I was at the store today looking at something. And they had it too high for too high for what it was. But I know I can get it cheaper. But I got my hands on it. It felt good. The barrel wasn't long enough. It's only like 4.6 or something like that. It was actually probably a little bit less than that. I think it might have been 4 and a quarter. It's 2011, so I like 5 inches. 5 inch 2011, honestly. But I don't know. I was thinking about it. I don't need another one, but what's this? Take that. Yeah, wait, those are the ones that I can get those here for probably about $10 a box cheaper than that, but a little bit more. As long as they're not sold out, I can get them local. Yeah, as long as they're not sold out. And a lot of times they're not. A lot of people ain't want to go pony up on that. What up, Johnny? What's going on, man? Yeah, a lot of people ain't willing to pony up on that. Really slow. What up? What up? Everybody doing their thing. BTG, I see Black King. Make sure y'all go follow his channel. Make sure y'all check him out. He's been doing a lot of stuff on Instagram. I've been noticing. It's funny because I've been doing the gun stuff, but I don't know. My volume is low. Let me check something. What audio am I using? It don't seem. I mean, it seems like it's running all right. Am I coming in low? Am I coming in low? Yeah, if I'm coming in low, let me know. Appreciate you, sir. Appreciate you, Mr. Dixon. Let's see. Let me see if I can turn my mic up. Hold on. If there's like a game on here, and there's no gain on this. Hold on. I gotta go into the actual settings. It says it's up. Is it better now, or am I just was I just talking low? It says it's up. Oh, okay. So you just got to follow it because I might just be talking low. Possible. I'll talk a little bit louder. Yeah, but I don't know. I had the fan on too, so that might have been killing it too. But I don't know. What should we talk about tonight? What's good? Yeah, what's good? What should we talk about tonight? It's always so much stuff going on, you know. Always. I don't know. Yeah, but of course, there's always. I don't even know what I'm looking to get right now, other than PCC. The funny thing is, I've been fooling around a lot with 22. That's what I've been fooling around a lot with 22, a whole lot. $1.70. Okay, is it subsonic? That's subsonic Wayne, or is that supersonic? Because that makes a difference. 'Cause I got that because I wanted to run it quiet. That's what I got that for. I got it to run it quiet, and for that big giant caliber. It runs really quiet. It's remarkable to me how quiet it runs. So I figure out. No, we ain't figured it out yet, man. We ain't figured it out yet. We'll figure it out probably because it didn't say that yet. Well, that's for subsonic. Yeah, send me that link for sure. Yes, that's the company. That's the company that I've been using. That company is relatively like it's like an hour from me. When it's like an hour from me. I bought some of that stuff. I still got some of that stuff in my range bag. I bought some of that with me to Jacksonville. I got it. I just saw. It. I didn't see it when it came through. I was typing something away. I probably swiped it away. Yeah, right now that seems to be the cheapest I can find it. And I was gonna drive up there and get some more, but the shipping is cheaper to just have them ship it to me. I just wanted to go up there to see what kind of stuff they had or whatever. 'Cause you can purchase it and go pick it up. It's raining like crazy here. Damn. But yeah, we'll because I wanna. I'm still running that through, still making sure everything runs like it's supposed to. Cause it's still brand new. It don't have a lot of runs through it yet at all, but probably maybe 100. And trying to sustain to test fire that and sustain it just becomes really expensive. It becomes more expensive shooting the gun than building the gun. Honestly, it's a good little round though. Quiet. Yeah, it's like a big 300 blackout basically. I'm looking at that. What is that? That Panzer Arms 9 millimeter. Even though I want that other the one I've been waiting for 2 years. But that Panzer Arms look good. And it's at a good price too. The funny thing is, I ordered the brace for that gun for my little 22 gun that I just got. So I'm gonna throw that on there. See what that's all about. Yeah, man, the A6, I like it. I like it, Will. Mm. Yeah, it's just I got that as it was just like a passion project for me. So that's why I did it so fast and got it done real good. That ARP 9, I'm looking at that. It looks interesting and the price is good too. Yep, it looks good. That ARP 9 price looks good. But I like the Mac IX too. Gonna get a 5.7 and a 6.5 Creedmoor, but I don't know. Shoot, because well, 6.5. We can actually get 6.5 for a decent price. I think. I mean, because I got a bunch of that. He building you that 8.6, right? What barrel lift you gonna get? What up, Mel? What's going on, cuzzo? Yeah, what barrel lift you gonna get for that? Well, and I hope the power don't go out. We wanted some sort of tornado warning or something. That's annoying. Been fine all day. As soon as I decide I want to get on the live, I won't mess up. Are you doing 8 inches? Okay. I did 12. Pretty sure it's 12. Yeah, it's 12 inches. That was the one. That's the one that Dre sent to me. I still ended up with an upper for that too. I got something else I want to build. I want to build that 277 Fury, man. I'm really interested in that, and it's just because it's nothing practical, just to have it. And when I get in the building mood, I like to just get building stuff. So it's one thing I love. You can get short barrel and still reach. Yeah, I mean, yeah, man. That's a to me that I'm trying to think why the dude even who came up with it, why he came up with it. It just seems like such a strange combination. Are you still outside? Oh man, I saw that fancy hammock bed camping thing you had. Y'all look like y'all was outside chilling. Y'all look like y'all was roughing it. All right, y'all look like y'all was outside chilling. Run cars, we building it. To build it. Nah, man, I'm telling you, all you gotta do is take your time with stuff. That's all. Just gotta take your time. Gun people, gun people. All right. 3 day cookout. Yeah, it looked like y'all was having a good time, man. Mr. Bullshitter, what up, man? Yep, it looked like y'all was having a good time, yo. Everybody out there chilling. Yep. I think I saw. Did I see Rodney out there in the video? I mean, yo, man, you just gotta put it out there and see how they flock to you. They start when you start doing the gun stuff, they mess with your algorithm, yo. They just do. Yeah, I thought I saw him. I thought I saw him in the video that Mike posted. Y'all had some strange stuff going on in that video though. That he posted, man. It was strange. It was strange, yo. I'm like, yo, what's going on? It was really strange for a second, but still, I was like, yo, what is this? And I said, what the hell? I said, what my brothers out there going on? What? You always having fun, man. That's all that matters. All that matters. So there's a lot of extra stuff going on in life right now with the kid starting high school, starting the band and stuff. I gotta be around. I can't be running all over the place. Said cats came off the boat fishing. All right. Did y'all catch anything, or was y'all just fishing? I ain't been fishing. I ain't been out on the boat fishing in a long time now. But I got a shout out to Patrick Irie. You'll know the brother. He fish eating issue. All right. He gave me a chassis for one of my rifles, and that's my next project. I'm trying to get that together. I'm actually trying to figure out how to do the chassis myself, how to bed it and all that other stuff. But I probably want to have somebody who knows what they're doing do it. I've been looking into it, but that's gonna be, and I'm deciding if I want to put some other glass on it. I honestly don't want to because the glass that I have on it, I've had it on there for years now, and every time I take it out the safe and shoot it, that joint still holds zero after getting bumped around and everything. It was my first bolt action gun that I bought, and my first long range scope that I bought. I bought it because this guy who used to do YouTube, he doesn't do YouTube anymore. Black gun content creator, one of the first ones I ever followed. He teaches too. I think a matter of fact, I think he's in Virginia because he teaches classes and stuff. I think he's in Virginia. But I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna have the barrel threaded because at the time when I bought it, the barrel wasn't threaded. I'm gonna have a guy thread the barrel, and I'm gonna have him put it in the chassis for me. It depends on how much he's gonna charge me for it, and that's gonna be nice, real nice. I appreciate Patrick for looking out for me with that. Yeah, that's gonna be one of my prize guns, and I want to shoot a suppress too. I want to see how it does. Cause I got a 22 can coming. I need a 5.56 can. I don't need it, but I want to dedicate a 5.56 can if I can. I got a whole lot of. When I say dedicated, I mean I'm gonna outfit all of my 5.56 stuff to be able to accept it. Because my last can that I bought, I can shoot just about damn near everything with it. But I bought it for 8.6. That's what I bought it for. Because you can't just have a normal 30 cal can with an 8.6 round because it's that 338 bullet. So it's too big for the 30 cal cans. So I bought that specifically for that. So that'll live on that once I get the other stuff. So right now I'm just working on the other stuff. I'm just working on it. And then we'll get that up. Get that running. With the Fury though, I want that. I've been looking into it. It just sounds like something that you want to have, man. And those rounds are expensive too. Super expensive. I think they cost a little bit more than the other, and you can get them too. I think Sig make those rounds. I think, but we'll see. I need an upper for a complete load that I had that I didn't realize I had sticking around in the safe. Doesn't have anything on it. I'll probably just throw a PSA on that. It's just a fighting gun. It's not anything special. It's just a gun that's built to run. I make sure I put a nice BCG in. I'm good. So hold on, Will. I'm gonna send you this link that was just sent to me. Cause so far, this is the cheapest that I've seen this. Shout out to Tick Wayne because he sent it to me, but I've this is the company that's close to me. Hold on, copy that. I'm gonna text it to you right now. There you go. And that's the mo. That's the mo that I was shooting in Jacksonville. It's a veteran-owned company, and their prices are really good. That Mead ammo was good too, but the price just went up. I keep going back and checking to see if they have it on sale because I get some more of that. That's the ammo that Joe Vaught told me to get. That Mead from the Mead ammo company. That ammo was really good. They both ran good. They both ran nice and quiet. But yeah, that build came out remarkably well. The recoil was great. Everything smooth. And when you put a can on something, it helps eat stuff up anyway. But I wasn't getting a whole bunch of. I think I put a break arms charger handle in there, so it's made to shoot the gas up. It does really well. It's not real gassy or nothing. It's not real gassy. It doesn't seem to be real dirty. But time will tell. But I ran enough through it though. The gas is not choking me out. I ran inside and outside, so it's not choking me out at all. It's really smooth. I was trying to get you to shoot it, but you had left. You had to leave the range that day. When I was looking for you, you were gone. But when you come back though, we'll make sure when I see you in a couple weeks, we'll make sure we go. You get to shoot it. I'll see if we get to go outside. If I can get the range, we can go to the range that I like to go to when nobody's there. We can go out there outside and shoot, or we go indoors. Either or. Really slow. Shoot me the link. Where's that? I wonder if it's the same place we're talking about because the place that I'm talking about, that's how much it costs. Oh, I get it, yo. It was hot out there. That's why I kept moving around, going when I wasn't gonna be out there too long like that. If it get too hot for me like that, my body start doing weird things. I'll be ready to lay out. Yep, I'll be ready to lay out. So can it go in the chat? Yeah, hold on. I should be able to put the link out there. Hold on, Mr. Dixon. I didn't even think about that. What up, Biggs? What's going on, bro? I didn't even think about that. It can go in the chat. It should be a hot link too. You should be able to click on it, I think. Yep. You should be able to click on it. And they pretty much usually seem to be in stock every time I'm going there. And that's just one set of rounds. They got some other ones too. They got different. I forget they call them different things, but those right there are the least expensive and they work. Yep, they're nice and quiet. Seem clean too. Oh yeah, man. I was in the truck. I was moving around, going to get stuff. I couldn't be, out like nah. It was too much, man. When it get too hot like that, that's crazy. I did that one time, and I'm never gonna do that again like that. I gotta make sure I stay cool, and I was making sure I was staying cool and hydrated. Make sure I ate all of that. If not, I'll be on the ground. That's just how they go. Yep. If not, I'll be on the ground for sure. Put my internet ain't acting funny. Like I said, we got a crazy storm going on here right now. Crazy storm. Yeah, but they're about the cheapest though. I haven't found anybody else cheaper than them. Like I said, it works. I know if I'm running it. Mead had the same sort of price, but then their price went up. I think they just had a sale. But that's good ammo too. Internet trying to act funny. Oh really? Yeah, man. It's when it's hot like that. Yep, I've had that happen. 1 minute you're awake, next minute you out. It's kind of how it is. I'm trying to keep up with it. It's crazy. Oh, that's probably Philly snow. That's probably your storm that I'm dealing with. We had a tornado warning and everything, and that was raining like crazy. Thanks for the storm. Yep, it's raining like crazy now. I mean, but it is what it is. Tornado warning is over, so that's all I'll be worried about. Gotta get somewhere if it's a tornado. Fortunately, we ain't had nothing really touch down here, so we always seem to get the warnings, but we never get the action. Yep, always get the warnings, but never get the action. So, but nah, 8.6. I don't know. Y'all give me some idea. What do you think might be something good to put together and build? I was thinking about doing like a 410. I actually thought about that. Well, like, cause at at heart, I'm an AR guy. I am. I want to build an AK, but I'm an AR guy. Always have since I started getting into firearms. That was always my thing. I got. I don't have as many ARs as I do pistols, but I could. So I like putting them together, and putting an AR-15 together is not difficult as long as you have the right parts and you do everything to spec, you talk and all that other stuff. Everything runs good, and you pick your parts that you want. You can make you a bunch of different battle rifles. And the thing that I concentrate the most when I'm putting together a rifle is the barrel and the BCG and whatever trigger you're gonna put in there. Those are the things that I concentrate on the most. I spend the most money on a barrel and a trigger and a bolt carry group. That's where I spend the most money. Upper and the lower, in my opinion, that's negligible. A lot of those people that make the same, you got like one or two companies, not one or two, but man, it was like 5 or 6 companies that have forges in this country or something like that. Maybe 7, something like that. I used to know the exact number, but it's not a lot, and it's not hard to put together. Once you do it once and you're successful at it, you can do it again and you get better at it. I just say, here, take my money, let me know. I mean, what it does is it basically it teaches you how the rifle works too. The one thing that I do want to do, I want to build a piston joint. I have never done that. I've always done the gas impingement. AK bit would be nice, but labor. Yeah. What up, Thomas? I feel slow. I want to do it, but every time I hear about it, I feel you gotta have like extra tools like a press and all type of stuff I don't have. But I'd like to do it. And if I was ever gonna do it, I'd reach out to Johnny Snow and ask him, because they got kits all the time you can get from Atlantic Firearms. They always got kits on there. At some point, I probably will do it. But like I said, I'm an AR guy, so I can do that real easy, and I can source the parts. You can get good parts. Like I said, 3 most important parts: trigger, BCG, and the barrel. Somebody might differ, but that's my opinion. That's what you need. Make sure that stuff is running. Cause you can get you good lower parts, good upper parts for real cheap. The last one that I did for 8.6, Strike Industries has an enhanced plate. What up, Patrick? I was just talking about you. Good to see you, bro. I was thanking you for the chassis. Appreciate you. And that's coming along. I can't wait to get together so I can show you, man. I can't wait. But yeah, that last the back plate that I used, the castle nut and everything, it was a Strike Industries enhanced plate system. I actually like it because of the way that it's set up, how it has like the anti rotation and stuff. It was cool putting it together. I like how that worked. And my next build will probably have the same thing. Yep, it'll probably have the same setup. But I need to change. I got a old radical from back in the day that I had that I want to change. I got a bull barrel that I have that I'm not a bull barrel. I'm thinking about pistol. Looked at the pistol and thought about it. A heavy barrel that I want to put on there. All the time right now, I'm just talking about guns. I don't know what y'all want to talk about. It's so much stuff to talk about. There's always some bullshit going on. We got wars going on that we shouldn't be in. We got politicians running around who's dead, who they say is not dead. All type of stuff. I truly believe that the man is dead. Got people dying, all type of stuff, man. One politician dead, another one who I think is dead. I watched them take him out the house, and they had a cover on him, and his feet was out, and his face was covered, and nobody was trying to do nothing with him. And supposedly, he been in the hospital now for damn near a month, more than a month, and he's okay. He can have conversations with 2 or 3 people who are on his team. These 20-minute conversations, but he can't make a phone call to anybody else, to the media, and the proof of life pictures of bullshit. There's a bunch of bullshit going on, man. Because they're working up to steal the election, so. You got the orange whiner. He's still whining. After a while, it sort of just gets tiring. because because that's what my yeah right. I don't even BTG. I don't even think he on life support. I think the man is dead. If anybody saw the video when they went to the house, so they go to the house. The 911 tape says that they were giving the guy CPR. And then all of a sudden, oh no, I didn't have any issue, wasn't any CPR, I just fell. And I'm in the hospital now in rehab. That's bullshit. When they took that man out of that house, they had the whatever over his face, had his feet hanging out because the man is dead. I don't believe he's alive. I believe the man is dead. I believe he died that day. And what they're trying to do is they just stole him because Monday is the deadline for the special election, and the governor there in Kentucky, he's the governor of Kentucky is a bitch. I just gotta tell you straight up, and that's why they always lose because I'm not a Democrat or a Republican, but the one thing that I respect about the Republicans is that when they have power, they decide we're gonna keep it and they know how to fight. Democrats don't. They don't know how to fight. See how crazy would that be if he's been dead the whole time? I think it. I think it is. I think he is. BTG. I think the guy's dead. I think he died. I think he was dead when they took him out the house. But all of a sudden, let's see what happens on Tuesday. I'm not gonna say Monday because Monday is the deadline for the special election. Let's see what happens on Tuesday. Let's see what happened at the end of the week. All of a sudden, oh, he passed away. Yo, yeah, it's political bullshit that they play because that man is dead. Everything that's being signed now is being signed by his auto pen because he can't use his hands to do it. I mean, and I ain't got no love for that guy anyway. So, like I said, I'm not a Democrat or a Republican, but because I know both parties are racist. I know that for sure. I know both parties are racist. You can't you can't trust a white progressive just like you can't trust a white conservative. And then some black progressives you can't trust them either because they be out there samboing and shuckling and driving and eating them butter biscuits. Politics is funny for black people because dudes be selling out. Who got found in his car, Philly Slow? Nah, I don't. I'm talking about Mitch McConnell, the turtle senator. Yeah, I'm talking about him. Yeah, I think that's what's gonna happen. BTG, I'm just waiting. That's what I'm saying. Sometime next week, I'm waiting for them to say that he's dead. Charlie boy, what up, yo? Yep, I'm waiting for them to say that he's dead. Yeah, these are weird times, man, because they want to hold on to this, trying to hold on to something. Then you got the cat from Pennsylvania who he just need to resign because his brain is messed up. What's his name? Fetterman. He need to go somewhere. It's weird. This is gonna be a weird. This is a weird election cycle already, man. It's a weird cycle. I'm really looking. I'm really waiting to see because I'm waiting to see on election day when ICE is at the polls and or if they roll out some sort of excuse about they need to do some sort of martial law or something. They need to send the troops out on the street. I'm really waiting to see that because right now they have no political capital, no nothing. This regime that's in charge, it's they on some bullshit, and all of them need to go to jail. I know it's not gonna happen, but they do. All of them need to go to jail. Politics is the biggest scandal going right. That's right. It is worse than the soap operas. It's the biggest going right now. And then you gotta watch what's going on the right with who you got? You got Thomas Massey, Marjorie Taylor Greene, Tucker Carlson, some other people who have decided now that they're not Republicans anymore, and they want to. I think that either Tucker Carlson or Marjorie Taylor Greene are planning to run for president. Honestly, that's what I think. One of them are. And I don't care that they call themselves breaking from MAGA and saying they're not Republicans anymore. All of them are a bunch of racists. All of them. Marjorie Taylor Greene is, for sure, for sure. Tucker Carlson is. I've hated that guy for years, 100%. He never. Every once in a while he'll sprinkle in some truth, I mean, I know they're gonna try some bullshit, Black King. He ain't gonna run again. You wanna know why? Because he's not gonna be here. He's not gonna make it to run again. What up, Norwood? Yeah, he's not gonna make it to run again. He's gonna be gone. His time here is not long. He ain't gonna get to run again in 28. He's not gonna get to run again. And the fact of the matter is, the funny part about it is, it's a double-edged sword with that guy, because you know he on some bullshit, but he's got just enough bullshit to con people, and especially his people, to where if something were to happen to him today, his folk wouldn't follow anybody else like they follow him. His personality is such as it's basically a cult of personality, and none of these other guys that's like behind him, that's on his team, none of these guys have the personality that he does. I dislike the guy, but the guy know how to bullshit. I mean, he a New Yorker. Yeah, what up, Anthony? Yeah, he a New Yorker. He know how to, how to talk and do this. Even though he sounds fucking stupid when he starts talking, but when he starts talking to the people who listen to him, he know how to hoodwink them, man. He'll be on life support. He'll like make sure to put on a ballot. Yeah, I wouldn't put anything past him, man. Because the fact of the matter is, this is the most corrupt shit I've ever seen. Now I know that stuff is corrupt, but like I say, this is the most that I've ever seen. They just so blatant and out front with it. That's why I say I don't agree, but I respect it. And then when you got people who won't fight back against it, they won't fight against it at all. It's like they just let it happen. You do got some courts. There are some judges and stuff like that in some different courts around the country who are actually fighting against it. That's true. So, man, let me stop just giving you. Yo, let me tell you something. Well, you might be right, man. There's so much stuff going on, Thomas. Come on, man. You know. And the stuff that's important. I know my gas prices are still too high. I know my grocery prices are still too high. Ammo prices, in my opinion, are still too high. They done gone up too much. Too much bullshit going on, man. Everything is affected. Strategic oil reserves at its lowest ever in history. We almost at a point to where it's gonna be ridiculous. There's a lot going on, man. Important stuff. That's why the gun stuff is important. It really is. But I can't eat guns. I can't eat bullets. Need to feed my family. Everybody does. This is why I shoot, keep the stress down and the skills up. Oh yeah, definitely a stress reliever for sure. Definitely, definitely a stress reliever. Yeah, but it's what are we gonna do, man? What are we gonna do, honestly? What are we gonna do? Yeah, who gonna come up here? Somebody come up here and chop it up with me. Where's my thing at? Somebody come chop it up. I'm gonna put it out there in the chat. I mean, if you are if you are scared to talk political stuff, you won't click on that link because I say what I'm gonna say. It is what it is. But another thing I'm tired of. This is this talking point that I'm sick and tired of, and I'm sick and tired of hearing this talking point because black folks been catching shit in this country for years, centuries, literally. All of a sudden now, especially from the right, and then I'm seeing it sometimes too from what they call the left or center left or whatever, from both sides. All of this, everything is anti-Semitic. Everything is anti-Semitic. If you against the Israeli government, you anti-Semitic because you don't agree that some clown we got in the White House is being manipulated and got us in some wars and bullshit that we shouldn't be in. So you anti-Semitic because you don't agree with the fact that Israel can just kill anything and everybody, whoever that they want to. They can kill the people in Iran. They can kill the people in the Gaza Strip. They can kill the people in the West Bank. They can kill the people in Lebanon. They can do whatever they want. Whoever they kill, if you say, hey, you kill innocent people, you anti-Semitic. That's bullshit. And I'm tired of hearing that. I'm tired of hearing that shit. I'm not. You never hear anybody say you anti-American if you're against the American government. And most people don't like the government. You know, most people don't like the police. Most people don't like the IRS and all that stuff. They don't. But if you say anything against anything that has to do with Israel, all of a sudden you're anti-Semitic, and that's bullshit. They do a 2-hour sensitivity course. Given, yeah, I don't need no sensitivity. I grew up in New York City. I know all about Jewish people, Jewish holidays, Jewish food, all of that. One of my favorite people in this world is an old Jewish woman who used to be my teacher. I don't need anybody teaching me nothing from the ADL, from the Anti-Defamation League, if anybody doesn't know what the ADL is. I don't need nothing. I don't need no sensitivity training. That's bullshit. Where's the anti-black racism training? Where's that? I don't see nobody doing that. Where's the 2-hour courses on that? But all of a sudden, that's bullshit. And you can't say anything. If you say anything that has to do with anything against the Israeli government, you anti-Semitic. That's bullshit. I ain't got no people with Jewish folk who ain't racist folk. I ain't got no problem with them. But now if you Jewish and you racist, then yeah, fuck you. Just like anybody else that's racist. But if you I ain't just gonna get on your neck because you're a Jew. Just like I ain't gonna get on your neck because you're a Muslim or you a Sikh. I ain't gonna just jump on your neck because you white either. Unless you show me that you need me to jump on your neck. Yeah, I know it is. I know that's where it is. Because they've been duped. First of all, here's the funny thing. If somebody's watching this and you actually Jewish, and that whole thing about how because people get caught up into that whole how Israel are God's people and all that other shit. They get caught up in all that bullshit. But I hope they do understand that Christian folk, especially like right-wing evangelical Christians, you know what's supposed to happen is that Jesus is supposed to come back and destroy the people who killed him. I wonder if they understand that. And these are and Jewish people, you want to run after these people? These people really want your demise. Especially far right evangelical Christians. They want the demise of the Jewish people. They don't want to be friends with them. That's why when I watch these guys on these different talk shows who call themselves Jews and they be out there defending this bullshit that's going on right now, I'm like, you idiot. You know they'll kill you too. They don't care about you. They got no love for you. You're just a useful idiot. That's all it is. You glad you got a short neck? That's funny. You're just a useful idiot. Everything now. That's the hot thing now. I don't know who follows politics like I do, or who watches the stuff, like the people who are in the thick of it, who drive the conversation. Everything is anti-Semitic now. Everything. I've watched these people who all they do is talk about anti-Semitic. And if you mention one thing about racism and as it pertains to black folks, oh, you just gotta be quiet. You can't say nothing. Now you can talk all the shit you want to about Mexicans and people from Ecuador and El Salvador, anything Hispanic. You can say whatever you want to say about them. Ain't no defense, no nothing. There's nothing. But if they'll defend anything if it's against black folks or Hispanic folks, anything else that's not Jewish. But if it has anything that has to do with any proximity to Israel or being Jews, oh my God, you can't say nothing. You anti-Semitic no matter what. You just like the government, you anti-Semitic. Oh, you shouldn't have killed those 20,000 people and those people in the hospital and wiped out all these people. You shouldn't have done that. Oh, you anti-Semitic. Look what happened in October, blah, 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 blah. I don't know how many people got killed then. It was a tragedy. It was sad. But they're wholesale committing a genocide against these people over there in Gaza. Now they're trying to go over there and do the same thing in the West Bank. And they're trying to kill those Muslim people over there in Lebanon because Israel is trying to expand itself, trying to become some great power over there. That's why they're not showing exactly what's happening with Iran. Because Iran is fucking us up. And Israel too. They won't show the bombs and stuff that's been dropped on Tel Aviv and them hypersonic missiles that we can't stop because our Patriot batteries aren't good enough to stop them. The Patriot batteries are good, but they're not designed to stop a hypersonic missile. To me, it's a distraction. Trying to watch the background. Oh yeah, you watch the background. You what? You try to watch. You try to watch everything. You sort of eat the meat, spit out the bones, man. Because I don't watch any mainstream media anymore. I'm none. I don't. I watch like some independent guys who do commentary and stuff, but I don't watch CNN. I don't watch MS Now. I damn sure don't watch Fox News because they be on bullshit. They've been on bullshit. Fox News is basically state-run media. That's all it is. That's Donald Trump network. That News Nation Now, whatever. I don't watch that. None of that stuff, man. That's you might as well be in what is it, North Korea when you're watching that stuff. That's all it is. A network owned by what? I think Australians who ain't really got no vested interest in America other than to get money. That's what that's all about. But that's I think that's my biggest pet peeve right now. Everything is anti-Semitic. Somebody see me talk about this, they're gonna say I'm anti-Semitic. No matter how many times I will say, okay, I got nothing against the Jewish people. Unless they're a bunch of racists, then I do got shit against them. If you're a racist Jew, fuck you. I got something against you. But if you're just a regular, hardworking, regular Jewish citizen who's not trying to be a Zionist, and you just want to be Jewish, I'm cool with you. But I don't fuck with the Israeli government. Benjamin Netanyahu ain't a real Jew anyway. He ain't a real Israeli. And they over there blowing stuff up and killing those people wholesale and using our tax money to do it. Got us over there fighting a war because we finally got an idiot in the White House who listened to him. He over there doing stupid shit that nobody ever would do because they knew what would happen. Exactly what's happening now. And Iran is whooping our ass. Anybody out there that believes that we're winning, you're stupid. We're not winning. Our munitions are the lowest that they've ever been right now. Our interceptors and all that other stuff. We're spending however many billions of dollars a week, a month, or whatever. We getting our ass kicked. And they over there rebuilding shit. And lobbing rockets. Every time we do some stupid shit, they just start lobbing rockets at the people around them. See, it ain't about how much they can touch us, like physically get to us. It's about how much they can disrupt everybody around them. Because basically, the fight for them is psychological. All they need to do is win the hearts and the minds of their brothers and sisters around them. And like, listen, we told you the great Satan didn't have anything good for you. So because you want to listen to them, we're just going to fuck y'all up. That's why they keep blowing shit up over there. And they said there's only 18 of our men and women that have been killed. I don't believe that either. I believe it's more of that. Because they over there lobbing them rockets on our bases and stuff that we can't defend against. I'm talking about regular ones. Because we don't have anything set up to defend against it. They're just over there blowing shit up. We losing the war. And my thing is, we shouldn't be over there in the war. But because I am an American, and I do love America, we gotta win. So either pull the fuck out, admit your defeat, or do what's necessary to finish this shit. And nobody's gonna do that. And putting boots on the ground and trying to send our troops over there, that's not gonna end this. All that's gonna do is make a lot of mothers and fathers and brothers and sisters, aunts and uncles and everybody sad. That's all it's gonna do. Because we're gonna lose a bunch of people for nothing. It's gonna make Afghanistan look like a cakewalk. Don't want to do that. And that's what they're ramping up for. They had already started moving those assets over there. They've been ramping up for this now for months. But there's some people who actually have some smarts and like, nah, don't do that. You don't want to get into that. I don't want to see how men and women go over there and get slaughtered, which is a good chance that can happen. But that's what we are. That's the stuff that's important. Because that stuff affects us. It affects all of us. Everybody in here tonight, that stuff affects. All of us drive, all of us eat, all of us shop, all of that. So all that stuff affects us. And people don't really like talking about it, but you know. Man, ain't nobody gonna hang out with your boy? Ain't nobody gonna join me? Come on now. So Thomas, you were saying what we gonna talk about? That's what I said. It's a lot, man. What you looking at? What you see? What y'all see that's important to y'all that we can talk about? What y'all see? Because I see a lot. But that's just one of my biggest pet peeve right now is the whole everything is anti-Semitic. That's my biggest pet peeve, and people are scared to talk about it. I'm not. I know I'm not anti-Semitic. I'm just not caught up in the bullshit to where they can't say or do anything wrong. Fuck that. He's stuck in the bonds. Won't get him out. Yeah, he can't. There's the only good exit strategy, BTG, is to be like, yo, yeah, we leaving, and it is what it is. That's the only strategy is we gonna leave, and we gonna give you what it is that you want, and that's it. Cause you can't bomb your way out of this. You can't win this type of war from the sky. First of all, the people that we fighting seem like they got more munitions than we do. They've been stockpiling stuff for 47 years. It might not be as good as what we have, but it's effective. It's effective. That's why I said they blowing the hell up out of the Patriot missile batteries and running out all of that stuff, man. They got a problem over there. They got a problem. No, he can't admit defeat, no matter. Right, and that's the thing. He's too much of a narcissist to say, yeah, they whooped my ass. And then the funny thing is, the people around him, they could shut him down if they want to, but they won't do it. And that's the one thing that I'm not understanding. So Israel owns Dems and reps. So that point, yeah, they own all of them. Because there's people around him, they could shut him down. If we didn't have a pussy like Mike Johnson as the Speaker of the House, and then who was over the Senate, Thune, I think John Thune. These guys are not men. I'm sorry. They're not men. They're a bunch of clowns. Because the funny thing is, they got power to fuck this guy, but they won't do it. It's like they're scared. It's seriously like they're scared. They got the power to shut this guy down, but they won't do it. And either they just know something else and think that everything is going to be fine, or not. He primaried these people, Cornyn, Massey, Thune. He primaried these people, and they acting like he's their friend, and he's not. They need to do him dirty. See, I don't get this. I guess maybe it's where I'm from. I would be trying to do everything I could, especially if I knew I was on my way out. I'd be trying to do everything I could to whoop his ass. Everything. Those people are bought and paid for by the same people that tricked them into. Yeah, I know. I don't think they're afraid. I think a lot more people are in those files. You want to know something? Well, here's the thing. There's a woman by the name of Katie Fang. I don't know if y'all know who she is. Katie Fang used to work for MSNBC. So Katie Fang did a FOIA request, which is kind of weird. She did a FOIA request for the Epstein files. And some federal judge said, yo, you got to give it to her. Because of the Epstein law and all this other stuff. So they're supposedly releasing more stuff. I mean, I know there's a lot of people inside those files. We start to find out how deviant they really are. They're worried about the future and not the country. So that's the thing. If there's no country, there's no future. That's the thing that I keep thinking about. There's no future if there's no country. So that's the thing. The days of dudes going in the back room, having a cigar, having a drink, those type of things worked. They was on bullshit too, but that stuff worked. You see, they still haven't been given. Yeah, that not yet. They still trying to hold off on the BTG. That's what I'm saying. When the executive branch controls the police, basically, DOJ, the Department of Justice, they control the police. That's why he wants to get that Todd Blanche guy in there so bad. He's even thinking about pulling his nomination and keeping it until after the election, because thinking that they're gonna hold power. And the only reason I would think that is because he's planning on doing something to try to fuck everything up. Because there's no way in hell that they're gonna keep the House and the Senate. It's impossible. With all the bullshit that they've done, there's no way in hell unless they cheat. That's the only way. Unless they cheat, that's the only way they're gonna do it. And that's the plan. The plan is to cheat. I'm waiting for the next false flag where, oh, someone tried to assassinate the president. I'm waiting for the next one. Because it's coming for sure. It's definitely coming. So he could say, oh, it's just too dangerous. It's too bad. We need to have all these troops on the street, all this other stuff. And for the top 1%, there'll always be a country, so to speak. No! I don't agree with that either. See, the top 1% don't do shit for themselves. And this is the thing where the people come in. But the people get so complacent and get so duped because we have it so easy here that they don't want to do anything. The top 1% has what they have because they do bullshit, but it's the people below them that keep shit running. I don't care what anybody says. If you got a company and you got, let's say, 5 employees, you can't do everything on your own. If you try to do it on your own, your company is likely to fail. The country is the same way, but the people need to wake the fuck up. The 1% have what they have because we keep buying shit. We keep wanting to have stuff. We keep wanting to do things a certain kind of way. That's why they have what they have. The country is not run by them. They have all the money, but the country is run by us. We the people. But more people need to wake the fuck up and see that. But because we have this sort of schism when it comes to hating this person, that's why if you look at everything that's done from the far right, everything is about hate. It's about, let's pick a boogeyman and say this person is against you. They've done the same shit to black people and white people. They just do it with other people from other nations. It's the same thing. Always have somebody to hate. What up, Honcho? Yeah, bro, I'm 100 and, where am I at? 126 now? Done 126 pounds now? I wrote it down so I wouldn't forget. I checked before I came up to, yeah. 126. I'm at 329, y'all. I don't know if I'm going to make that 290, but I'm trying. We're ready to act on and supposed to. That's why people. I mean, but that's the thing. The only way to stop this stuff. Thank you. Appreciate that, Huncho. The only way to stop this stuff is for the people. The people have to get active. They have to get active. It's why I get really upset about the 2A community. I love the 2A community. But there's people who talk a lot of shit. They talk all that patriot shit. But you never hear them talk about this stuff. You never hear them talk about how democracy, quote unquote, or the republic is being stolen by fascism. Hey man, I'm trying, coach. Good to see you, man. You never hear them talk about that. I see who was it, Guns and Gadgets. I don't necessarily have anything against them, but I see them always talking about the 2A stuff. When they always do this stuff under the guise of like they're patriots. But you don't see this motherfucker, you don't see this fascist way this is. Go look up fascism and see what it is. It's the same way how they call whatever's going on the left, all of a sudden now the new thing is communism. It's another red scare, that's what it is. When people don't even know what the fuck communism is, you look it up, it ain't got nothing to do with it. And then, oh, you socialist. So what? Most shit, there's a lot of socialist shit here. Social Security is socialist. You go to a free public school, that's socialist. You go to a free library, that's socialist. The police, even though we pay for that with our tax dollars, but it's a form of socialism. And then you let the rich people who got everything, and you out here debating whether or not you can buy a medication or food or gas so you can get to work, and you let them trick you into believing in some bullshit. It's the same thing, it's the same playbook, and they're running it again. That's why I'm watching it. Everything is communist. I had a woman in a meeting that I was in the other night call me a communist. She called me and the group of people that I'm part of this group, she called us communists. I went off on her. First of all, and she was an old lady too, but I didn't give a fuck. First of all, learn the definition of what communism is. And they don't know. Ain't no damn fucking communists. That's just a scare. There's always a thing. They always use fear. Because that's the way you get people. With fear. Because most people walk around scared. They do. Most people walk around scared and scared of some shit. Maybe I'm just too stupid to not be scared. I don't know. But most people walk around with this healthy fear of this and that. Whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen. Some stuff is just out of your control. If it's not in your hands, it's not really not nothing you can do about it. Honestly. That's why I joined the community and preach to a written the government gets off. Yeah. How about the government having a small percent of a big company? Government not supposed to have that's right there when you start talking communism and socialism and stuff like that. That's because that extra money, man, that money is going to his kids and to his bank accounts and all that other stuff. This is a robbery in broad daylight. A robbery in broad daylight. And nobody's got a mask on, and everything is being done with a pen. Straight up. What up, Chef? Thinking about grabbing that MC9 Prime. Curious to know what you think about it. I like it. I carry one. I would show you if I could. I don't have the Radiant yet. I may. I'm not sure yet. All right, fill it up. What you drinking tonight, Will? Nah, the mainstream media is not saying nothing about it. So I'm gonna tell you something, and I'm gonna say this, and people don't gotta agree, but let this have been Barack Obama doing this shit. You got a dude in the White House now who been divorced I don't know how many times, who got a bunch of different baby mamas, who done been accused of doing all types of shit, and they act like he ain't done a motherfucking thing. Let this have been Barack Obama doing that. If this had been Obama doing this type of shit, oh my God, it would have been the worst person in the world. He's the worst president ever. We got to talk about it everywhere. But because he got the complexion for the protection and the connection, they don't do that. Yeah, I rock the regular too, Chef. It's just I don't know if the Radiant is worth it, man. I don't know. I ain't get to shoot one yet, so I gotta see. I don't know if it's worth it yet. What I will tell you to check out though, if you want to check out a good ported gun, which actually, in my opinion, is better than the Mechanic Prime, it's the Thesis PX Duty Comp joint, the Gen 3 joint. The trigger isn't as nice, but in my opinion, the port is better. The porting is better. But the media preach racism to keep people scared and not together. Well, here's the thing. The media doesn't preach the media don't talk about the stuff that's really racist. They don't. So dude, if Obama had rape allegations, oh my, man, let me tell you something. If Obama had rape allegations, boy. But that's what it is. And people can think whatever they want. If Trump was not a white man, he'd be catching all types of hell. But because he's a white dude, and because he gets a pass because of it, because that's what we live in. We live in a white patriarchy, trying to be a Christian nationalist, whatever. That's why he gets away with it. That's why they won't say shit to him. If he was a black guy, they'd be calling him all types of everything. And you can say that's racist. Yes, it is. It's about race. Because he's a white dude. It's a fact. It's the same thing. Look at Zohar Armandani in New York. I haven't lived in New York now in over 20-something years. That man came in. He's like a democratic socialist or whatever. And the stuff that he said he wants to do, if he could get 10% of it done, he did a great job. And he's doing stuff over there. He got the grocery store that's going to be opening up. It's going to be 30% less on stuff. It's a whole bunch of stuff he got going on. What up, Papa G? What scares the people in charge the most? Yeah, I know it is. I know it is. If he was black, he would have been no. Right. I mean, Papa G, maybe. I don't know. But that's the thing. It's always about anybody that pops up that wants to do something that has something to do with the people or want to help the people. All of a sudden, they demonize those people. And those people may have some bullshit going on with them. That's true. They may have some bullshit going on. It ain't no Christians, Honcho. Ain't no Christian. That's bullshit. Yeah, that's bullshit. But you want to know something? Coach, Obama is black for real. You know the history of America. Obama is black. It's the 1/8 rule, bro. He black. He lived like a black man. The brother is black. So I get tired. Sometimes we take them side trips for no reason at all. He live like a black dude. He move like a black dude. That's right. Technically, he is. The way he walk, the way he talk, all that. He's educated. First of all, we have to get out of this thing of black people are not a monolith. We're not all the same. We move different. We come from different places. We move different kind of ways. I got my black brothers and sisters who down in the south who are really religious. That's what they into. I got my ones up in the north who are not. They're not into that stuff, and they move different. We come from different neighborhoods. My man, one of my best friends, my boy, your boy, our boy, RGG. He from Chicago. I'm a New York dude. We from different hoods. We do different things a certain kind of way. Earlier times, they would have claimed him instead of... No, they wouldn't have claimed him because of how dark he is. Couldn't pass the paper bag test, man. They wouldn't have claimed him. He ain't light enough. That's what I'm saying. I ain't agree with everything that he did. And he was actually, when I think about it, in a unique position that no one's ever been in. So he moved a certain kind of way. And I don't know how anybody's supposed to move in that position. I felt he could have done more. I do. But I remember having a huge conversation, an argument with somebody. Because I said I didn't give a shit about his politics. I cared about the fact he was a black man. That's why I voted for him. At the time, that's how I felt. Like a skin tone, nothing else. People tend to think African descents are the only blacks. Well, you want to know something? In my opinion, Ganja, for me, when I say black, black is not just a skin tone. Black is a culture. It's a way of living. It's a way of being with your family. It's a way of being with your friends. I grew up in quote unquote black American culture, what you call it. I don't call myself African American because I don't believe I have any connection to Africa. Now, I could be 100% wrong, but as far as I'm concerned, I'm an American who's black. That's what I am. I'm a black American. What I like to call a foundational black American. I'm from Queens. I'm from the United States. I don't know anything else. That's how I look at it. So for me, when I say black, it's more than just a skin tone. Because there's people who have the same skin tone as me, who come from other places. They don't move like I move. They don't move like black Americans move. They don't have the same sort of moral values and look at things a certain way. Matter of fact, some of them come in and look down on me because I'm a black American. And because I'm a descendant of slavery. They look down on me. Not all of them. There's some of them who you would say understand what's going on and they get what it is. And they won't look down on me for saying I'm not African American. They'll tell me in a minute, you're not African. So it ain't about, it's not about skin tone. For me, black is cultural. It's a culture. It's black American culture. The culture that everybody across the entire world tries to follow. Everybody. It's not wrong at all to be African American. You must be from Africa and have dudes. Yeah, I agree with you, Papa G. So I say I'm from Queens, man. House to be specific. And I don't run away from the fact that ancestry for me starts here. That's how I look at it. I don't run away from that because there's slavery involved and all of that. We got a strong heritage. We're a strong people. All of the shit that they try to do to kill us, and we still here. With all the bullshit, we still here trying to make it happen. We got good strong roots. So, not African. My grandma picked cotton in Georgia. I mean, was grandma from Africa? See, it all depends on how you look at it and the way you view things. If that's how you view it, coach, then hey man, I get it. I won't talk against you for nothing. I won't do that. Related to first black slave from Memphis. I mean, listen, there's a lot of folk walking around who could be what quote unquote passing. See, she from Georgia. That's what I'm saying. And I don't think and if you're a person who's African and you hear me say something like that or somebody else, you shouldn't get offended. You should try to understand. Because they know we not Africans. They know it. Well, Ganja, that's on you. It depends on your heritage. It depends on how you want to move around. Because you go back and look at your heritage and it come back out that you some sort of 47% sub-Saharan whatever or some sort of. It depends on how you choose to move and how you're going to be. That's why I said it's cultural. But then you got to be willing to stand up for that. I seen you. I seen your children. You got to be willing to stand up for that. You got to be willing to take whatever it is that comes with that. When people look at me, they see a black man. They look at you, they don't see that. But you look them in their face and tell them that if that's what you want. I'm a black man. I ain't a white man. They gonna be like, huh? It's up to you how you handle it from there. And I'm not black. I'm Nigerian. Fuck it. Hey man, see, black heritage is pretty prominent from where they live now. Just trace. Yeah, I messed up. That's what I'm saying, man. It all depends on what you want to do, how you want to represent yourself, what you want to be, yo. I don't have anything against African people that come in from Africa. I don't have anything against them. The only time I have something against them is if they try to look down on me because they done come over here. And they can come here and enjoy the thing that they enjoy because my people, foundational Black American people, fought for civil rights and shit so they could be able to do that type of shit. That's why I respect certain brothers from the Dominican Republic and Puerto Rico and things like that who be like, yeah, we understand we here and we could be here because our black brothers and sisters fought for that shit. What up, Mark? Say Obama African American, his mother white, his dad from Africa, his mother's family owned slaves, his dad's family probably sold us to these savages. Maybe Mark, I don't know. I don't know. But I know he is. I know his pops is Nigerian and his mom's is white. I know that. You say a lot of black people would get in their feelings. I mean, let them get in their feelings. It's all about what you willing to stand on. So that's the thing too. It's all about the hill you willing to die on and what you willing to stand on. If you're willing to stand on your square. Because if you truly believe that, as a man, you stand on your square and what you believe in. It's the same way like I'm gonna talk about shit that has to do with saying anti-Semitic. She said I'm anti-Semitic. I'm not anti-Semitic. But I'm like, fuck the Israeli government. And if you Jewish and you racist, fuck you too. Now, if you're just a regular Jewish person and you doing right and you ain't a Zionist and you want to be a good person, then I'm cool with you. I can say that about anybody. There's people in my own culture that they on some bullshit. I'd be like, fuck them. I can say that about anybody. But you don't get to be special just because something happened to you in history. And because something happened to you, anybody can't say anything negative about you. Because something happened to my folk too. They always talk about them 8 million Jews or whatever that died. It was way more black folk that died than 8 million. And we've been catching hell ever since. So I don't want to hear that bullshit. Yeah, man. You should be able to say what it is that you think. Stand on your square. If that's how you feel and that's what you think, stand on your square. That's what men do. You don't just back down. That's why I don't respect any of these clowns. There's certain clowns and especially politics, that I disrespect more than others. You're not a man. Anytime a dude will go on national television, talk shit about your wife, talk shit about your mother, talk shit about your father, talk shit about you, and then you turn around and kiss his ass and campaign for him and all of this ha 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 caca, kiki and a ha ha, you ain't a man. You's a bitch ass. Cause there ain't no way a motherfucker gonna sit around and talk about my wife, talk about my kids, talk about my parents, and I'm gonna go do some shit for him. Every time I see him, it's like, fuck you. Can't be on site because he got too many motherfuckers around him with guns. So it can't be on site. But every time I get in front of a microphone, I don't care what he do. I'm saying he on bullshit. I don't fuck with him, and I'm not dealing with him. I don't want to have nothing to do with him. Shit, we are the only race of people that can be disrespectful to, and exactly. Exactly. They disrespect us like a motherfucker. You just leave black people alone. Leave us alone. But they can't do that for some reason. You want to know why they can't do that? Because they envy us. That's why they can't do that. Because no matter what they say, you can't fucking exterminate us. You can't kill us. And then you want to try to be like us. You get all your style, all your everything. What up, Jeffrey? But I was thrown to the ground just like my homies just for being. Hey, listen. I get what you're saying, Concha. That's what I say. If you want to stand on your square, stand on your square, man. It's how you move and how you do. So they divide more than half. Hey, listen. I know, like I said, I know plenty of people that walk around as passing. And then some won't let themselves pass. They'll tell you in a minute, no, I'm not white, nothing, I'm black. Yeah, they do. They do need us more. All of they swag they get, all they everything they got from us. Everything. When you see those kids, so I always compare it to like my son. My son a big boy. He come from big people, good stock. But I see a lot of people that he be around, his age, they be all frail and small and skinny. But then I see the ones who be like him. They be like big and, substantial or whatever. I believe those are the ones who their ancestors back in the days had their great grandfathers and all that type of stuff breastfeeding without black women. Using our good genetics and our good stock to build them up and have them get, big and strong. Now, I could be crazy for that, but that's what I believe. I've watched it in every single stage of my son's life. I've watched it. I watched him be a big boy towering over all these little scrawny children. And they're the same age. It's because the stock that he come from is substantial, and the stock that they come from is not. I mean, it may sound weird, but yo, that's how I see it. And they do need us. They everything they get from us, man, and they steal it. And people don't like talking about this. You do get some who will talk to you, and they will admit to it, and they'll say something about it for sure. You do, but I don't think it's enough. Because I'm not trying to go, just like who else? Like what? I don't know. Like little Timmy, yo. I'm not trying to do that. But I guarantee you, little Timmy trying to grab the swag that's from our young people, trying to look like what he thinks is our culture. It's like that all over the world. Then people take it and adopt it, and they adopt it to whatever it is that they do. That's why you got people over in Egypt rapping and all other type of places, all these different places they rapping and all this other stuff, trying to look like us from our culture, our Black American culture, because it runs the world. Like their body deteriorates in the sun. The one thing, yeah, that's right. Black culture is American culture. You tell them, Papa G. That's some pics, my friend. Swore we were Indian. With terms, we were okay. See, that's the thing too, because there are Indians who look like me. If you go back and you do different things in the census, there was a time where they manipulated that. These people who are indigenous to this land, everybody that's black wasn't a slave. There were people here, because there were people traveling from Africa and Asia and all type of stuff coming to this part of the world beforehand. And if you come over here, if I'm some dude who came from some foreign land and I get off the boat and I see some fine ass chick over here, we might have some kids. We might get it in, That might happen. I mean, this it's crazy. Black culture is American culture for sure. They've adopted and try to steal every damn thing that we have. That's what happens. That's what they do. And if you're white and you offended, I'm sorry. The truth is the truth. I ain't really sorry, but I don't know what to tell you. If you upset because I tell you the truth, then I don't know what to tell you, man. The truth you should never be mad about the truth. Once you know the truth and the light is on, oh shit, now I can see. Now I see what's going on. I've been duped the whole time. They've been telling me some bullshit. That's what happens. As you get older, you do your own research and you get away from stuff and you start watching and seeing things and learning stuff. You come to find out, man, they've been telling us a bunch of bullshit since I was a kid. And you have to retrain yourself. And you go through different iterations of that in your life. So I'm in my 50s iteration now. And by the time I hit 60, something else probably gonna change too. The more I keep digging, the more I learn. But that's what's supposed to happen. Hopefully, when I leave here, I'll have got it together. Probably not, but who knows? Yep. Same thing. Yeah, because when you look at the census, I have a nephew, my oldest nephew. He's really into that. He's always looking into that stuff. He always sends me stuff. How they change the census. It's the same way how I don't know if any of you know what a $5 Indian is. If you know what a $5 Indian is, that's why you got people who run around with blonde hair and blue eyes talking about they're indigenous and that they're quote unquote an Indian. Because real indigenous people are First Nations people. They don't call themselves Indians. Or even they'll be Native Americans. But you got blonde hair and blue eyes talking about you the chief of some tribe. Because at some point in time, one of your ancestors was able to pay the $5 so you can be on the census and they can call you Indian. Go see what a $5 Indian is. And a lot of folks who didn't have means, you couldn't do that. You couldn't go make yourself a $5 Indian because $5 was a lot of money back then. It was a lot. Shit, you could buy a horse for $2. Shit. That's the history of our country, man. People don't like talking about it because it gets uncomfortable, especially when we get in certain spaces. Because you don't want to be offensive to anybody. You try not to be offensive. But the way that I see it is, if the truth offends you, you need to go reevaluate yourself. Now, if it's some truth, but it's about you and you did some bullshit and you just a bullshit ass person, then yeah, if you feel a certain kind of way, that's on you. You deserve it. But if I'm just telling you the truth about what goes on, about what's happening, or the history or something, and it just makes you so offended that you just can't take it, you need to go reevaluate yourself. You need to go look inside you and figure out what's wrong with you. It's just like there's this guy, and I'm gonna get some of these shirts. I'm gonna get a hat and I'm gonna get a t-shirt. He's got these t-shirts that he makes and these hats where it's one of them is a police officer arresting a Klansman, a guy in a Klan outfit. One of them is a Klansman that's being hung, and another one is like it's just like a Confederate noose, but it's like it's hanging a. He had to change it because they didn't want to let him in the gym with it on. It was like hanging a Klansman, and people be getting upset. They told him that that's racist. It's racist because he took a caricature of something that's wrong and evil, and he decided I'm gonna point that shit out and I'm gonna say fuck that. But he's racist because he's actually doing something with the racists. What up, Tank? Good to see you, man. But he's racist. I'm gonna get me a hat and I'm gonna give me a couple t-shirts. Cause if you're running around here and you supporting the Klan, fuck you. Straight up. Straight up. The Night Riders, whatever the fuck you want to call them, whatever they call themselves. And I mean that shit too. If you support that shit, if I can't ridicule them, it's the same way if I had a t-shirt that walked around and said, I hate pedophiles. And you got upset with me because I had on a shirt that said I hate pedophiles. Something wrong with you, because you should hate pedophiles. Unless you one of them. How you gonna get mad because I walk around degrading or trying to be offensive to something, a symbol that is offensive, that's hateful? How you gonna be upset about that? If you're upset about that, you need to check yourself. I think that's weird. It's a First Amendment guy that I watch. He goes around, he does that because he was a victim of pedophilia when he was a child. He wears these shirts. He does signs petitions and stuff because he wants to make it a federal offense. So a federal offense if you commit any sort of some sort of act. I don't even know how you say the damn word other than pedophile. If you do something against a child, he wants to make it so it's a life in prison. And you just keep getting out 6, 7 times, all this other stuff. And he wears shirts like that when he does his activism. He does that. He wears it, like I hate pedophiles and make pedophiles scared again, things like that. And people be going off on him because he does it. Oh, you shouldn't wear that because the kid might. No, kids should see it. The kid should know that I'm safe. I hate pedophiles and I ain't gonna do shit to you. And if somebody does something to you, I'm willing to fuck them up for doing it. See, some stuff I don't miss words about. Because if you call yourself some sort of pedophile, you do something to my child or grandchild or somebody that I know or whatever, I'm supposed to put the wood to your ass. Fuck the police. The police supposed to come there afterwards, after I done fucked you up and you all swolled up and you messed up. That's when you're supposed to have interaction with the police. So if I'm saying fuck the Klan and you got a problem with it, then fuck you. That's just how I see it. The same way, if I say fuck pedophiles and you got a problem with it, fuck you. Because pedophiles need to have their ass fucking torn the fuck up. You don't fuck with no little children. Go live somewhere out in the woods by yourself or something. Because you do some shit to the mind, you gonna get fucked up. You can't call them pedos. The car called maps. Minor. No. I can call them whatever the fuck I want. I know what you mean, Honcho. Florida passed a death penalty for some that they should. If you take it upon yourself. So first of all, in those type of situations, the law is the law. But in those type of situations, listen, man. if some shit like I'm not trying to hear nothing. I'm not trying to hear nothing. If I can get to you, and I know that's what happened, and I can get to you, yeah, it's finished. And all I can do is hope for jury nullification. I can hope that some jury be like, man, that man was just so in a rage because of what happened, and it was a crime of passion. He don't need to go to jail. He was doing what I would do, what I would have done if that was my child. But some stuff, like I said, you got to stand on your square. If you got an honor system, you got to be willing to, some stuff can happen. Just like if you do something good for somebody, something's happened and you end up losing your life because you were doing something honorable. It was a good death. You don't want to die. You don't want to go nowhere. But it was a good death. You did something honorable. And depending on what your belief system is, you might be like, hey, man, I'm good. I'm solid, whether I'm here or not. You allowed for. Yeah, you should be. You decide to put your hands on a child. You're a grown ass man. Your ass need to get it. Exactly. What up, New York country boy? Right, zero. Ain't no understanding. Ain't nothing to be understood. The only thing that understood is that you about to meet whatever you call your maker. That's the only thing that needs to be understood. And if I do what I'm supposed to do, the last thing you see is gonna be my face in that flash. It's the last thing you're gonna see. And if there is a hell, the next thing that'll happen is that's where you're gonna wake up. So either it all goes black or you end up somewhere in the afterlife. And I believe anybody that does that, and it's really that happened, in my mind, is 100% justified. Don't put me on a jury like that. You come asking me about a jury like that, because I'm going to tell you that. I'm like, no. If he did kill him, good, they deserve it. Oh, this jury's dismissed. Some stuff, there's no wriggle room. There's no room about it. You're a grown ass man and you rape some 2-year-old, 3-year-old girl, 5-year-old girl, 13-year-old girl, 14-year-old girl. Your ass got to go. You need to be put down like a rabid animal. You don't need to put you behind bars. You need to put you somewhere so you can get better. Your ass got to go. Because 9 times out of 10, that shit ain't going to change you. And you see that because the recidivism rate with that type of stuff is really high. Because them guys is messed up in their fucking head. Should legally let parents do a hostile type of thing. Yeah, they should. You do know that I'm Danny Show. No, I didn't know that, Danny. I can't tell from the picture. What up, Danny? I didn't know that, man. Now I know. What up, bro? I didn't know. Yeah. So those are some things that I hope we all can agree on.
Everything doesn't need to be solved with violence, but that does. I know who Pipes and Sticks is. What up, bro? Big Dre in the building. What up? Yeah. Yeah, everything doesn't need to be addressed with violence, but some things do. Some things do need to be addressed with violence, and that's one of them. Pedophilia needs to be addressed with violence. There's no question to it. Even if you and they always say, I see how you put Graper in the thing. You can't even, which is weird. You can't even say the word. If you say the word, it's a problem. Which is another thing that I think is stupid. You can't say the word. If someone actually raped someone, you mean to tell me you can't point it out and say it? What you gonna hurt the rapist's feelings? Fuck his feelings. He did some heinous shit. You ain't supposed to do that to nobody. You should be able to call them out on whatever platform it is. You should be able to call them out and say it. What up, Dave? Salute, bro. For sure. Should go a lot more often. But man, I just been laying back. Stuff had been going on. They had asked me to go live twice a month, and I had been doing it. And stuff had been going on, so I just sort of there was a lot of stuff happening. I was gonna go live last week, but my son wanted me to do something with him, so I couldn't. I had the live set up and everything, and I dropped it. He had something he wanted me to do, and I was like, all right, you want me to do it? I said I won't go live. So he asked me, so I had to do what my boy asked me. What up, Mr. Biggs? But yeah, I'm gonna try to get back to going twice a month. I like doing this. I like being able to come and chop it up with you and talk about stuff. It's therapeutic for me. Huncho, I can't do once a week. My live and my what I have going on with RGG. That's my man. That's my friend. I enjoy doing it. I would never not want to do that. I would never not want to have extra lives. I don't want to do that. So that's enough. Me doing it twice a week with him and then doing it once every other week for me. That's enough for me. Because what happens is I get to get it out and I get to talk about this stuff, but sometimes it can be draining. It can put a lot on you. I get to pour it out, and I let you guys pour out what you need to say, but it can be a lot on you. It can. Plus sometimes I'll pull away from it. I won't watch any politics. I won't watch anything. I'll just stay away from it. Only watch stuff that's entertaining. I mean, listen, man, it's something that I got into. I enjoy it. I enjoy the lives. I enjoy them. I think it's for me. It's turned into I get to connect with the family. That's how I look at it. So when I say and I call y'all my family, y'all are my family. When I say I love y'all, that's what I mean. If I didn't, I wouldn't say it. Y'all my people. Most of y'all I done met. I done been chopping it up with you for what? How many years now? 2, 3 times a week. We see each other in other lives, all type of stuff. And I understand the way that people become close and become friends and stuff and have a relationship is not based on proximity. It's based off of sharing ideas and emotions and things like that. It has nothing to do with proximity. So y'all my people. I enjoy getting on and chopping up with y'all. So the meetups become even more and more important over the years because especially when new people go around and you be talking with them for a year and all type of stuff, that's your people, that's your family. And that's how I view it. That's how I see it. And if I didn't believe it like that and I didn't feel that way, I would never say it to you. I'm that type of guy. I ain't gotta. There's no reason for me to bullshit you. No reason. Yeah, man, go live is fun. I think it's fun. You get to talk to people that you like. Sometimes people come along that you don't like and say stuff of silly shit. Sometimes you get some trolls, which oftentimes can be fun. I'm not against that. I find that stuff to be fun, especially with my line of work and what I deal with. I deal with a bunch of bullshit all the time anyway, scammers and stuff like that. So to me, that stuff is entertaining when someone comes along. And I look at a troll like a scammer, so it's just fun. But yeah, it's funny, but it can be a lot. And then I get to move different and be different when I'm on Bro's channel because I don't want to mess anything up for him. I don't want to be a hindrance to him on anything. I want to be a support. That's my man. That's my friend. So I want to be a support, and that's why when I get on my own channel, I can let off steam and say what I want to say. Yeah, I remember that weird guy that popped into the live. I remember him Philly Slow. He, I let him. Listen. And the funny thing is, I never blocked the guy. He just never came back. I never blocked him. This is a this is a good outlet, man. This is a good outlet to be able to talk to people because you can't talk to everybody all the time. You can't always be on the phone with everybody because everybody moving around. But you can pick a time and go for an hour or two or whatever. You get to chop it up with everybody. You get to hear everybody's opinions. If people want to come on a live, they can come on a live. You get to read, comments and stuff. And it's just like me sitting. It's like we were sitting at a bar somewhere. To me, this is like a digital bar. That's kind of how I see it. Like we all sitting at a bar somewhere in a room chopping it up. You got side conversations going on. You got people you talking to. You may move around over to the next conversation and get in the middle of that. That's how I look at it. Yeah, Ganja, you weren't here for that, man. Still trying to learn the hallway, the behind the scenes. Oh, it's easy, man. Listen, Will, when you come in a couple weeks, I'll sit down and show you. It's easy, man. I mean, it's ridiculously easy. It's not hard to do at all. Uncle Alert. Hey, thanks, man. So, Uncle Alert, what's that? I never seen that before. That's cool how it comes up there. Thank you, Honcho. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. I give you shoulder shirt. I ain't got no more bells and horns and all of that. Oh, thank you, Black King. Appreciate you, man. All right, Mr. Dixon. Have a good night, sir. Always good to chop it up with you, man. Always good to see you. That's another one of my New York Queens brothers. Most people don't know that. We're from the same soil, just different times. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't have a problem doing lives, doing nothing, man. Those are fun, and you get to connect with your people that way. That's right, Mr. Dixon. We from the soil, man. Listen, another one of my Queens brothers. You see, I'm rocking the 30th anniversary edition. My Queens Hard School of Hard Knocks joint. It's the 30th anniversary joint. Had to get it with my All Star Yankees hat. Yeah, going live is I think if you can do it, it's a good way to keep up with your people. It is. It's a good way to chop it up with them, and that's why if anybody, and the one thing, especially with going to the meetups and stuff, I gotta think that people gotta. I'm the same guy on the screen that I am when you meet in person. I ain't no different. I'm always gonna be me. That ain't never gonna change. And that's the thing that I like about the lives, especially if you're a cat who's a real dude. If you're a real dude, you're gonna be the same on the screen and off the screen. And that's why I always stay the same. I don't lie. I'm always the same guy. I allow y'all to hold me accountable, even if I don't have to. I do it because I respect y'all. Because you don't have to be here. It's only 23 people in here, but still, it's 23 people that decided that they was gonna stick around and chop it up with me, and I respect that. I appreciate it. Yep, I appreciate it. Because there's some guy somewhere right now who's sitting somewhere by himself in a basement or on a couch somewhere who's lonely as fuck and wish he had one person to talk to. And I get to talk to 20 something people at once. Ain't that great? So YouTube will let you go live with one person without using like research. Yeah, that's they got something they have built into it. But you can do free StreamYard. I like StreamYard. It's got limitations on it. You may have a little bit of advertising on it to say StreamYard, but I don't care. You can do free StreamYard. StreamYard is my preferable platform. I like the Evo one that we use, Evo Mux. I do like it. I'm still learning it, but I've been using StreamYard for so long. It's easy to use. and you don't got to pay for it. Thank you, Mr. Biggs. Oh man, I love New York, man. No matter what, man. That's always home, man. New York bred the person that I am. It is. It did. It just did. I moved to Ohio and became a eventually, I'm just an Ohio suburban dad, you know, but still, the soil I came from is in me. It is what it is. It ain't never going nowhere. That's my city, man. It ain't what it was when I was stomping around it, but it's still my city. I still got love for the city, man. I still watch the news on it sometimes. I still pay attention to what's going on. My parents are still there too. My people are still there. But that's always gonna be home. Always. It never leaves you. That's a special place to me. But yeah, Black King, when you're ready to go live or whatever, man, listen. Jump on in with you. Let me know. If I'm not doing anything and I can, I jump on in with you. Not a problem at all. That used to happen a lot because what happened is a lot of lives were birthed off of RGG's live. A lot of lives came from that because there wasn't any, especially in the Black Gun Tuber space, there wasn't anything. Oh, thank you, man. Thank you, Danny. There wasn't a lot of this type of live stuff going on. He was the first to make it into what it is now. You had some people doing some things or whatever, but that's a fact. That stuff was not going on. He made that like that, especially in our community. That stuff started going on really heavy. Now you see other people doing it, but there wasn't a big concentration of that. And yeah, a lot of lives branched off that came off of that. There were some good ones that aren't here anymore that I wish were still here. And there were some others that, so it is what it is. But yeah, it was just something that sort of started, and it's still around. Like I said, I think it's fun. I think it's fun to be able to do this and be able to chop it up with everybody. It just is, man. Especially when you got good, cool people. And so far, everybody's been cool. You have some folk that come through and they fall off and they have some assholes or whatever. You do. Don't get me wrong. But for the most part, everybody's cool. Everybody I've met, that I've hung out with, and I've hung out and met tons of y'all. Been on ranges with you, had drinks with you, smoked cigars with you, all type of stuff. Ate with you, everything. I love it, man. It's like I say, it's family, yo. He is sort of like a godfather. It's true, Mr. Biggs. It's true. You get a lot of people that won't say it, and for some reason they won't, give him his props on it. But it is true. We've been through many storms and go through many things, and have people say all types of stupid shit to me. But if you're a solid person and you know somebody, and it's beyond the extent of a camera and a YouTube screen or a computer screen, and when someone says something, and you know that that's how they are and that's how they move, and when they say something to 100 people in the room or 200 people in the room or whatever, and you know that that's who they are because it's the behind the scenes conversation that you have when you see how this person moves and you see what this person respects and how they do things for people and how they do all type of stuff, you start to understand why some people, or I can say myself, is why I'm still here. Because if he wasn't who he told me he was, I would have been checked out. Because I don't fuck around. I don't play around with people. My circle is very small for a reason. I'm one of those guys that believe I don't need 100 people to take over the world. I just need a couple people who just like me, and we can run this whole motherfucker. That's the way that I look at it. And everything that he's always said he was, everything that he preaches, everything that he talks, that man is who he says he is. And that's why I'm still around. That's why I'm as loyal as I am. That's why you can't be around me and talk shit about him and say whatever. Because if you do, first I'm going to get him on the phone. I'm going to cuss you out first. Then I'm going to get him on the phone and be like, whatever you got to say it to him. Because 9 times out of 10, we can't get in person because we're too far away. But that's why I'm still here. And that's why I'm still loyal. And that's not going to change. He is who he is, and I respect him. I take the good and the bad. And when you have friends who are really your friends, that's what you do. You decide that I'm going to deal with these personality quirks. I'm going to deal with this. I'm going to deal with that because there's value in this person. There's value in this relationship. This is a good person. And that's why you stick with them. And I'm the type of person, if I cut your ass off, you cut off. There's no coming back. Even if it becomes detrimental to me, you done. I'm cutting you off. I don't want your relationship anymore. That's my partner. That's my friend. I don't have a problem telling anybody that. That's why when I say stuff in front of y'all, like that's my man. You can't fuck with him. I love him. I'll do all that. I don't care. Can't nobody tell me. Can't nobody tell me say it different. Can't nobody none of that shit. Some shit is what it is. That's my man. Like I've said this before. I don't know about anybody else, but where I'm from, if I say you my man, you might as well be my brother. That's my man. We just got different mothers and fathers. It's my brother from another mother and father. Nah, he hasn't changed. He's been the same since the start. One or two solid dudes by your side. That's right. Could take over the world. You got it. Yeah, man. Sometimes that stuff happens. The closer you are, the less you get to connect. Sometimes it's kind of weird. It's like Roblox. That's my boy. Most of y'all know Roblox. That's my man. I mean, Roblox is a cool brother. He up the road from me. I don't get to see him really. Ghost Dog. He's new to me, but I'm learning to get him. He seemed to be a solid dude. He not far from me either. But I don't really get to see him. Black King, Will, that's my man now. He just happened to have family where I am. So we got to chop it up, and I got to meet him and be around him. And he a good brother. I mean, that's why the community has created certain relationships. There's other people I can say the same thing about too. And I don't always got to be around them or nothing. They solid people. When you call on them, if they call on me, if they need me, I got them. If I call on them and I need them, they got me. That's how you build a community. And we have a good, strong community. Like I said, we've gone through some different ebbs and flows and things happening. But what happens is the people that are solid, they stay around. And the people that are not, they just fall off. No need to chasing them. Just don't talk about them. Appreciate you, Will. That's why sometimes you'll see me call Black King Will, and sometimes you'll see me call Black King. Because he's Will. He's Will to me now, because that's his name. But when I see the screen name, I call him Black King. Gun Guy, what up, man? I saw you was live, brother. I saw you was live, man. Nothing wrong with that. That's good. I saw you were, man. That's good. It's good to see. It's good to see the brothers doing the lives. That's good. Yep, it's good to see that. I like seeing it. We all different. We all got different things to say. Exactly. You just don't talk about them. People who do stupid shit, who are detrimental to the community, the way you kill them. And I've learned this because at first I used to want to go after them. I mean, jump off the porch and go after them. But I've learned that the best way to do it is kill them with silence. Like the basketball three with flavors. Yep. You kill them with silence. That's the best way to do it. Just don't talk about them. You're not worth my energy and my time. So why speak about you? I mean, you're not necessary. So why deal with you? And sometimes when you have those type of things, some relationships they get broken and you don't want to break them. And for me, I don't know about anybody else, but if we're in a relationship and I'm close to you or getting close to you, and you do what up, targets, and you do some stupid shit and you cause me to cut you off, I dislike you even more because I didn't want to do that with you. I didn't want to be that way with you. I wanted us to be cool. So you did some stupid shit that caused me to cut you off. It's really fuck you. Because you made me have to treat you a certain way. And ain't no, oh man, I like them. I got to be straddling the fence. No, ain't no straddling no fence. Fuck a fence. I stand on my square. And if you make me cut you off, it's fuck you. And generally, it's fuck you forever. That's just how it is. Yep, that's just how it is. Uh-oh. Let me turn this alarm off real quick. Alexa going off real quick. I love the AI of it, man. I ain't even gotta be like, all I gotta do is type and stop. Beautiful. Yeah. So we're gonna talk about a lot of different stuff tonight. But yeah, this like I said, this is therapeutic, man. So if anytime you'll come through, if you got something that you want to discuss and you want to talk about, you always welcome to jump up on the screen and talk about it. Always, even if we don't agree. Yeah, you gotta go, Will, man. Just go ahead and do it. The only way that's the only way to do it. The only way to do it is just to do it. It's just do it. Now I gotta put some damn videos up. Thank you, Mr. Biggs. Thank you. And I got so much stuff in the tank. I got stuff in the can. It's ridiculous. I just need to throw it up there. Different seasons, stuff from wintertime, stuff from summertime, crazy stuff. Just like life moves a certain way sometimes. So yes, I yeah, talk as I have. I watch Tiffany's Farm all the time, man. Her and her dad. I watch it all the time. I'm subscribed to her channel. I see how they be them people down there where they in Georgia be doing them dirty. I see that. Yeah, I do. Is they are they some kind of kin to you or something, or you just watch the channel? So I watch her stuff all the time. I got notifications and everything. That's one of the things I watch when I get away from politics and guns and stuff. Did something else happen today that I didn't see? Cause I know they be going through it down there, man. Cause some people don't want them to have their land. There's some laws that there's a law that I heard she was talking about. Like if you have a piece of property in Georgia, and if a person has been like using that piece of property, like going through it or whatever, I forget what she got name. If they can have some sort of claim to it to keep using it because they can keep walking through it or whatever, it's crazy. What up, GT Groves, Junior Groves? What's going on, man? Good to see you. Yeah, that's a good channel. I like watching her and Pops. Yep, I like watching it. They're out there with all that land making something happen out there. I enjoy watching that. Yeah, like I said, that's one of my escape channels. But I just want to not be in the middle of something. That and First Amendment audits. That's my escape because I get to laugh at people. Yeah, they be having some stuff going on down there, man. People setting their land on fire, doing all type of stuff. 'Cause they don't want them to be down there. They don't want them on that. They don't want them to own that land. It's just her and dad. I think she had one of her nephews or cousins or something was there at one point in time. Well, I think it's just those two. Yeah, the neighbors always messing with them. Always. And they're nice. Pop seems to be a real nice guy. He an older guy. He had his issues. He had some, I think, some cancer issues. But he's doing better now. He's getting stronger again. It seems like it's just them two out there. The way that they put it out there on the camera or whatever, it seems like it's just them two. Yeah, they be out there messing with them all the time because they don't want them there. Someone keep walking on my property, like the kitchen. That's what I'm saying. That's the thing I be thinking about, man. I'm like, listen, it's like, but they got crazy laws. I forget. It was one of the last episodes that they did. If you check it out, she talks about how there's some sort of use law or something. If they've been using it for, I think it's 20 years or something, they're allowed to keep using it even though it's on your property. Something crazy. Yep, something crazy. She got some good neighbors around her too, but then you got some other people who think that they shouldn't be there. I mean, if they wanted the land, they should have bought it. The fact of the matter is, they got their money up, bought that land. Now leave those people alone. And they just handle things a little bit different. Because they could be, Tiffany and her dad could be different type of people. You keep encroaching on my property, all of a sudden, you got some hot shit flying at you. Could be different type of people. I think they're from Florida originally. I think. That's right. Have an accident. Yeah, man. You can't just be messing with stuff. That's another channel. That's a good channel though. I would say go check them out. That's a good channel. I enjoy it. It was to the point to where somebody in their community even made a fake page, a fake YouTube page, pretending that they were them. All of this has to do because these black people bought this land down in the South that nobody owned. They took their money and bought the land. And for some reason they can't be there. You know why they can't be there. You know exactly why. Because they ain't got the complexity for the protection. You know that. Yeah, yo, well, time is 11 o'clock. We had 2 hours. I appreciate y'all. As always, man. I'll see. We're gonna top it up again. We'll see. I don't know if I ain't got nothing going on next weekend. Maybe I go twice in a row because I haven't been going. And I am working on something else. I'm gonna surprise y'all though. I'm not telling y'all, I guess, because I be having stuff going and then stuff happens and I stop. But got something going on. Y'all enjoy it. Y'all stay tuned, man. But I'll see y'all on Wednesday for sure. And unless something happens, I'll see y'all on Wednesday for Rate Your Guns. And we're gonna still send out that email so everybody knows exactly what it is. Put out the post. We're gonna do a post on IG so everybody knows what it is. And y'all get your stuff ready, man. And don't be thin skinned, man. Be thick skinned. Come on now. You know, like I like to say, it don't matter what we think. It only matters what you think. You know? So yo, I appreciate y'all, man. Family, thanks for coming and hang out with me. Love y'all. And listen, y'all know the big man is out. All right? Peace, y'all. Everybody enjoy the rest of their weekend.